Hello friends, welcome to the Java session. I am Pavitra. Today I am going to explain you how to use the switch case. So we all know we in Java or in C++, we have a conditional constructs. Means we want to execute the statements based on the conditions. Whenever we want to execute the statement based on the conditions, we will go for a conditional constructs. In that, switch case is one of the important conditional constructs. And what is the switch case? How it exactly works? The switch case is where whenever we want to write multiple if-else statements, okay, instead of using if-else conditional construct, we can use the switch case when there is a multiple if-else statements are there. Like around 10 if-else statement, 10 ladder if-else statements are there. So instead of writing that, we can go for a switch case, which makes our syntax more simple and easy to understand. Okay, the switch case selects the one of the code block to be executed. So the syntax of the switch case is you have to write the switch. Okay, it is a keyword, and inside that we have to give the variable. So just like what variable you want to check the condition, so that variable you have to pass it in the switch case. So next we have to write the case. Case is the keyword, and here in the case we are writing if this variable is integer, we have to give it here integer data for a comparison. If this variable is a character, we have to give a character data for a comparison. If this variable is a string, then we have to give a string data here for the comparison. So all cases are same here. Case, how many were the cases we are writing here? Okay, all cases follows the same rule. If the variable is integer, every case will be having the integer data. If the variable is a character, every case will be having character. If the variable is string, every case will be having a string. And each case is followed by the break, means only one case will be getting executed. So if I don't want the second case has to execute, then you have to put here break so that the control comes out of the switch case. Break basically takes the control out of the switch case. Now same way case 2, case 3, case 4, like that we can write n number of cases here. Once all the cases is done, then I will go for an default. Default is a keyword in the switch, and you will write in the default whenever you don't satisfy any of this condition, then you want to give certain messages to the user, then you will go for an default and you will give that message in the default statement. When none of the cases are satisfied, then only the default will execute. If any one case is executing, then the control will not go to the default statement. Okay, so this is how it works. So, and here the switch expression is evaluated once, means only one time the expression will be getting evaluated. The value of expression is compared with the values of each cases. Just now I told you the value of expression is compared with the each cases. So this your variable, even we can call it as expression also. So the value of variable or value of expression is compared with the cases. So the value of expression is compared with the values of each cases. If there is a match, means I told you just now, if that variable value is matched with one of the case, then associated block code is going to execute. Means the whatever the code we are writing it here, okay, that like after this we have to write the statements. Okay, these statements will be getting executed, and every case will be having the statements. Okay, statement means set of the statements which are executed if this case is true. Okay, and the break and default keyword are optional here. Means when you are writing the switch case, the case this break and default are not mandatory to write it. If you don't want, you can skip it. But I will show you in the program. If you skip this break, exactly what happens. Okay, if you remove the default, then what will happen. So let us see how it will work, okay, with the help of example. And the break, just now I told you, when the Java reaches the break keyword, it will breaks out of the switch case. Means it will take the control out of the switch case. This will stop the execution of more code and case testing inside the block. Okay, when a match is found, the job is done. It is time for a break. There is no need for more testing. Okay, so a break can save a lot of execution time because it ignores the execution of all of the rest of the code in the switch block. So the default keyword, just now I told you, the default keyword specifies some code to run if there is no case is matching. Means whenever there is no code case is matching, then you want to run certain code, then we will go for an default keyword. So let us quickly see the one example, okay, for how do you use the switch case. Here first I will do find the given character is vowel or consonant. For that we have to take a scanner to read the data from the user. Scanner is equal to new scanner, and then system dot in. Then declare one variable as a letter here, and go for char letter is equal to scanner dot next. Okay, next is the method, and then I told you there is a caret method to read the single character from the scanners. Okay, and if you want to give a message here, you can give the message system.out.println. Enter the character to check. And now I need to pass this letter to an switch case. So write switch and pass the letter. As I told you in the syntax, switch is taking variable. So what variable? Here letter is the variable I have created. So pass that. And then right now case, we all know if you want to check whether the character is vowel or consonant. So this letter is compared with AEIOU. Okay. So if it is matching with any of the cases, then we will say this letter is a means I will display the message as the given letter is vowel. If not, I will display the message as a consonant. Okay. So first case, as my variable is of type, what is the data type of the variable? Character. So I told you if this variable is character, case what we have to write? We have to write the character data here. Okay. So I am giving here A, and I will print the message println, and I will say it is oval. And if this statement execution is done, my case is done, so I'm going to give the break. So this I'm going to repeat. Okay, and why? Because I have the multiple cases to check, right? Means multiple A, I, O, U I need to check, right? So I'm repeating this. Here you can write A, E, I, O U. Okay. Now you know Java is a case sensitive, and this will work for a small letter. What if the user enters the capital caps A E I O U? Then this will not work. Okay. So for that reason, again I'm copying the same value, and I will convert. Put this in A E I O U. Okay. And now, if none of these cases are satisfying, imagine the user enters a letter apart from these letters. Okay. Then what I want to do is, as I told you, we are using default when none of the cases are satisfying, right? So here I am going to give the message as consonant. Okay. So now just save this and try to let us run this program, how it will work. So enter the character to check. Okay, so I'm given A and it is printing oval, and after that it is stopping the execution. See, I'm given here small a. Yes. And once this letter, right now, whatever the small a I have entered, where it is getting stored in this letter variable. And this letter contains what? Right now a, and this a and this case are getting matched. Okay, match is found. And as soon as match is found, it will execute this particular statement, and then I'm giving the break. So it will come out of the means break means what? It will take your control out of this line number 35. So line number 35 is you are closing the switch case here. So this is the close of the switch case, and it will come out of this switch case. So after that, there is no messages. So it is just terminating the program. And if I rerun it, you want to test the other letters, you can rerun and test the other letters. For example, right now I'm going to give K. So you can see now I'm getting the message consonant. Okay, the reason is none of these cases satisfies the condition. Okay, K doesn't match here. So that is the reason control is directly jumped to default, and it is printing this message. So here you can see after the default, I don't have any further statement, so I am not given break. But if you have any other statement, okay, you need to give here the break. So if you don't give the break, then that other next statement, whatever is there, that will execute. But as I told you, the default will always use at the end of the switch case. So this will be the last line. So there is no need of giving the break later. So this is about this, and suppose you may feel like this program is so bit lengthy, and you want to reduce this. We can, depending on our requirement, we can use this break, and we can remove this break also. See here, guys, if I want to make this thing program much simpler, what I can do is I can, since these all the statements are same, you can see everywhere I am giving the message oval, 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 oval. Why should I repeat this code again and again like this? Okay. Is there a possibility to reduce this program size by removing this statement? Yes, we can do that by adjust by playing with this break. Okay, so let us see here. I will modify this code. I'm removing all this SOP statement, system.out.println. Okay, I'm removing it. I'm not removing the cases. I'm removing only statement inside the case. And this last SOP, I will system.out.println, I will keep it. And even this, I will remove it. Okay. So case A, case E, case I, O, U. Okay. Like this, I am written all the cases, whatever I want to check it. And at last, I am given the U. For that, I am given here message and break. Now, let see this, guys. If I execute this and enter the letter E, you can see I'm getting oval. And how it is executing right now, if you see what is the letter we have entered here, E I have entered, and this case is not satisfying, and since there is no break, it goes to the next case and it will check the next case E. Okay, this condition satisfies, and after satisfying this condition, we don't have a break. Since there is no break, it is going to execute the next all the statements. Okay, these are all it will consider that as a statement and it will execute, and finally it will give you this message. Okay, and then there is a break, so it will stop here and it is not going to the default. Okay, so again, if I run this, and now let us enter U. Okay, and see it is giving you oval. So here is the condition satisfies, means the match is found here. After match is found, there is no break statement, so it will come till case U and it will execute this statement. And now again I will go for run as Java application, and this time I will enter the different letter, let us say P. So it is gives me consonant because none of the cases satisfies, and it will come to the default and it will execute this. So in Java 1.8 onwards, okay, they have made this process still more simpler. Earlier there was no comma separated. Okay, now we can do this as a comma separation. What do you mean by that is, you can just remove all the cases and give that letter as separated by comma, so that we can reduce this program size still more. We can do the much more code optimization here. Okay, you don't need to give unnecessarily cases. I'm just removing all that cases here. Just I'm keeping those characters, letters, A, E, I, O, U for a comparison purpose. And this I'll give it as U. Yeah. Now see, if the case is either A, E, I, O, U, or capital A, E, I, O, U, it will check this letter, is it of type any of this type. Okay, if this condition, if this letter is matching with any of these letters, then this case is satisfies and it will display this particular statement oval, and then I'm going to give a break. Okay, if none of these characters are matching with the given letter, then control will come to the default and it will display this. See, we have simplified this program in okay, and it is just as having two sentences now. Enter the character to check. Okay, so let me give O this time, and you can see it is giving me oval. So any letter, any character you want to check it here. So you can enter that particular character. So this is all about a switch case. How do you use it? And this works only in Java 1.8 onwards. Earlier version, this it will not work. Okay. Case this simplified means letters separated by comma. This will not work in earlier versions. It will work only in the 1.8 onwards. Okay. Earlier this option was not there. So I hope all of you understood this concept. Thank you so much for watching this.